Two, one. Hey, welcome to the Jaymarkets Podcast. My name is Jasoma. I'm joined by Queen, the owner of Notcha Matcha. Now, listen, I've had my fair share of matcha. If you guys know me, I am a matcha connoisseur, and that just means that I make it at home, and it usually tastes like dirt. Now, Queen has done something
Like dirt
incredible.
though.
Like, okay, this is why I say that. I say like dirt only because I don't know what I'm doing when I
Okay,
make it.
okay.
So it's very
But you
clumpy.
have the whisk, right? That
I have the
I
whisk,
okay.
but this is what I do. I usually like get really, really hot water.
Okay.
I put it all together. And because I was trying to be a little bit more healthy and I didn't like coffee because the coffee makes me jittery,
Mhm.
I like to like just put that with water and then put ice in it afterwards and that was it.
Okay.
So it was like kind of like a diet thing for me. So it wasn't for joy. It was
Gotcha.
more for health benefits.
Okay. Okay.
So that's why I say like I don't like like that's what I meant by like dirt.
Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense.
So throughout the whole interview and what we talk about, we're
Mhm.
gonna talk a little bit about you, and what you've done, how you've done it, and your amazing backstory.
Okay.
But we're gonna start with one simple question:
Okay.
when is the last time you were happy?
Today, when I just made you that matcha. When
That
I
was
just made you that matcha. Yeah.
that was a great answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you find your happiness in like those little things, or do you feel like that's something
Yeah,
that's pretty
it's
big?
definitely like the little moments because happiness is like tomorrow I might not be happy, like the next day I might not be happy, but also it's joy. Joy is an internal thing. So it's like I just try to have joy mainly, but of course, it's one of those things where that's not going to always be the case. You know what I'm saying? As far as like happiness, but you want to strive to have joy internally and then that reflects outwardly because happiness, like I said, that's just like a fleeting, you can feel it today, not feel it tomorrow. But that just made me happy because I saw your face light up and I saw Allison's face light up and I'm just like, yeah, you know?
And I'll be honest with you, like it's, of course, I can go ahead and tell you that yeah, it's good, it's great, but
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for me to hide like that reaction because it's not. It's like you made it with actual care,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really important. It's really important to me that people make things or when they make a brand of them for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
that they know what they're doing, and I could tell that you did the work to know what you're doing. Yeah, like even when I did my research on you in December 2024,
Mm-hmm.
when you said to yourself, "Hey, listen, I'm not gonna be in the same place."
I didn't even know I had that video on my phone. Like, I was literally going back and I was like, whoa, I said that. But it was just like, of course, during that time, I was getting back onto like YouTube and different things. So I think me saying it was just like, okay, I'm just saying this just to say it, but I
Hmm.
don't know if I'm actually going to live this out.
So, how important is that manifestation to you? How important was that?
I think it was just like seeing it after going back through my phone and actually putting it together in real time. I think that I've always been a manifesting person. I
Hmm.
just didn't have the language, especially when I was younger. I didn't have the language for what manifesting actually meant, but I knew the mindset behind it. Like, it was a song, spin a check and get it right back. Like that was my mindset then. It was just like,
Yeah.
okay, have positive thoughts, think positively. But I think a lot of times with manifesting, we think it's those positive thoughts all the time, but sometimes it's just those little moments like that video where I said it, but I didn't know it was gonna happen. Like I just said it to just try to trick myself into believing
Yeah.
it. But in that moment, it was just something that I didn't know if I believed it in that moment, but I just said it, if
But
that makes sense.
that's what I think the
Yeah.
manifesting is kind of. It's like kind of
Yeah.
like tricking yourself out of those negative thoughts or tricking yourself out of that line of thinking that everything's going to be monotonous for the rest of your
Mm-hmm.
life. Like I always reference like Tyler the Creator talking about how he couldn't push boxes. Like he worked at UPS for like a very short amount of time, and he's like, he saw the guy next to him like working there for 30 years just pushing boxes, and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
I no shade to the person that like is cool with doing that, but I can't do it.
Right.
So I think manifestation is kind of you breaking out of that mold of thinking, oh, I have to keep doing this thing over and over and over again, even though it's not fulfilling me.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you is, who is Notcha Matcha? Because you went on a journey, you know, from working with massive names like Marvel, ABC, Tyler Perry Studios, to launching Queen Aid. And even from Queen Aid, you went to Notcha Matcha, right?
So Queen Aid was just a thought.
Okay.
So that thought came about, well, that idea came about in 2024. So at the time, I was helping one of my friends with her pop-up. She does amazing as well. She has a vegan food business, and I just was looking around, like, when I was just helping her. Again, I'm just helping her in her purpose, and I'm just looking around. I'm like, oh, my gosh, like, this is cool, but I didn't see myself doing it because I'm like, well, what would I sell? And, you know, but I just was inspired. Excuse me. I was just inspired of like seeing the people around me doing things and
doing for themselves.
Yeah, doing for themselves. And so once I ended up helping her, you know, like I said, I got inspired, and then the idea for Queen Aid came because I just love making lemonade at home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that was, you know, my first thought. But then the summer was over, and I'm like, well, who's gonna buy lemonade?
That's
like,
a good
the
point.
summer's over. So at that point, it just went on the back burner. And then I stayed in the industry, you know, doing my thing. And then that's when you seen that video, December, because that was summer 2024 when I thought a Queen Aid idea. Had the logo, but just didn't put it into action. And then that's when that video came, 2024. By the time April came, by the time March came, that was the idea for Notcha Matcha.
So,
but I went through a few different names.
Yeah, okay.
Soul and Sip. Like,
Soul and Sip.
Soul and Sip. Like,
Okay.
it was just, because I was going on this whole thing. I was with my family. Like, we was having a good time. We was going to different trail rides, you know. I'm learning every single, you know, line dance there is. And I'm just like, you know, Soul and Sip.
Nice.
But there was another name. I can't remember the others, but that was just one off the top of my mind.
I wrote down Notcha Matcha because it
And
felt
Notcha
like that
Matcha,
came
yep.
right before.
Yeah, Notcha Matcha was.
And you had a logo
after-
for that one. Like, it was further along
Yep.
than the
So
other ones.
Notcha Matcha, so Soul Sip was an idea for the matcha. Then Notcha Matcha came about. So I started the business as Notcha Matcha, but then I realized that I wanted to do more with the business, and it was already taken legally as far as like trademark goes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, if I want to do more with this and this is taking off, I need to have my ducks in a row.
That makes a lot of sense. And when you were in the showbiz like industry, did you feel like was it bad? Because a lot of times things aren't bad. It's just that they're over. So what did you feel? Did you feel like it was bad, or did you feel like it was just over?
Oh, Lord. I mean, I think that's going to be a tell-all story one day, but I think it was a little bit of both.
Okay.
Like, I think it came with good, but it also came with bad. And then I think that I just knew that it was time to go. So I feel like it was all a combination of all the things. But one thing that I know is the industry, the detour that I made in the industry, because also backstory, in college, I used to have a YouTube channel.
Great.
So I was a person who, like, I've been doing this. Like, people are new to me, but I've been on the wave where I'm like, I need 6 streams of income. I've been entrepreneurial. I would say I started working at Dairy Queen when I was 14. So, you know, it's always been in me to be a hard worker. Now I say I don't work harder, I work smarter. But that was instilled in me at an early age. So I'll go off on a tangent. What was your question again? Because I'm like, I got to tie this all together. But it's the air hitting me.
Okay.
The Libra in me is hitting, the airiness.
The question was, so you were working in showbiz for quite a long time. But when did you know that it was over? Or did you leave because it was over, or did you leave because it got bad?
Yeah, and so to tie that all together, basically, I was already doing the things, right? And so that's what I was trying to tie all together. So it kind of took me on a detour. The industry took me on a detour from me already being in the entrepreneurial journey.
Got you.
So I was already doing the thing. I'm like, I'm on YouTube. I'm getting hair sent to me for free because I'm doing hair reviews. They're paying me to do this. Then also, it just got to a point where I felt like it was a niche thing, and then I'm so much more. So then it wasn't like, you can't be a jack of all trades. Like people say, oh, you got to have a niche. But I'm somebody who I love to do all the things. Like I started doing nails when I was 14. I know how to install a wig. I know how to do somebody else's hair. I know how to design clothes. Like I've always been great with my hands. And so once I took that detour into the entertainment business, it was like, oh, this is stability, because I seen what it was like. Oh, when I first got to Atlanta from college, I was making around like $400 every 2 weeks. And then my first paying job, as far as like, because there's a difference. I was wardrobe styling already.
Yeah.
But then getting into TV, that's different because it's more consistent with your money. Because you may be on a project for 6 months. You may be on a project for a year. But when you're wardrobe styling, those projects are kind of just, it might be a week, it might be a day. You get what I'm saying? There's a difference. And so once I started getting paid $150 a day versus my $400 every 2 weeks,
yeah,
I'm like, if I could make $150 a day, why am I still here?
Yeah, why am I still here? What am I doing
every 2
here?
weeks? So I quit, and I went all in on the wardrobe styling, the entertainment business. So once I got that job, it was like, okay, cool. But I saw it as stability.
Yeah.
So it was like my entrepreneurial mind seeing it as stability. It took me on a detour, but it took me on a detour to learn about myself. So that's why I say it came with good and a bad, because also, even though some of those experiences I seen is bad, it was a reflection for me to be able to see those things that I needed to work through within myself. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be the woman that I am right now. So I needed that experience. I needed that detour to then bring me back to Notcha Matcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, there
Yeah.
she's like, I'm going to wrap this up.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Now, I have a pop culture question for you.
Okay. I don't know about this one.
Which celebrity would you love to collaborate with to create a special matcha blend, flavor, and what ingredients would you put in it?
So I thought about doing a Michael Jackson. So
really?
yes,
Okay.
It was gonna be a Thriller matcha.
That's actually pretty cool. I love that idea.
Yes, and the base was gonna be like red. I don't know, maybe something with grenadine, but maybe like a healthy grenadine, because I'm all about clean ingredients, and sometimes that can have like red 40 or whatever the case may be. But yeah, it was gonna be Thriller matcha, possibly like some grenadine or something, maybe a sparkling. It's like a sparkling soda, because I don't have like a spritz matcha on the menu. So I was like, okay, maybe something with a little spritz to it. So yeah.
That is actually insane. Yeah. Okay, so you already thought this out.
Maybe put a little glitter dust, because they make glitter for drinks now.
Yeah.
Put a little glitter, yeah.
That's actually insane. I never even thought about a Michael Jackson drink. Like, I was thinking about like pop culture artists of today, but
I'm just a huge Michael Jackson fan, so that's where the Thriller came. I was like, okay, yeah. But it was too late. I was trying to line it up with a movie.
Oh, okay, I see.
This is too late. But I feel like I can still do it.
I think you can. I think, I mean, I would buy it if you.
I could do it for Halloween.
You're right here.
Yes, I could do it for Halloween.
Okay, so I love your videos showing people who hate matcha, trying it and completely flipping. How crucial has social media been to your success?
I think social media has done wonders, like just amazing for my business. Because honestly, when I started, okay, so again, being around certain people who already do content at a high level, like I was around Country Wayne and all of these different people, so they do content at a high level. So it's like, okay, well, if these people just putting content out, they doing 30 videos a day, 40 videos a day.
Jeez.
However, I think he doing more than that now. But it's just like, if you're doing that, do it. And also, there's another story that I have to that. But being around my ex for 2 years and then seeing him, how he was doing his content, it was really nothing to it. It's just like, put it out there and just do it, So that was another lesson I had to learn. It's like, it's not, you still have to think about quality, but that's why I say like authenticity is everything, because you just want to put it like, as much as people want to sit here and perfect the video and I want it to look like this and I want to do that, you will get the most success if you just do what comes natural to you.
Yeah. And
so that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to, and for instance, he just was on a podcast, I think it was Earn Your Leisure, and he was talking about, I'm talking about Country Wayne, but he was just talking about how he learned that if you are making content and then he was constantly in it, then he has to show up every day.
Yeah.
You're going to get burnt out at some point, and that's just from making content. So it's like, if I want to make this sustainable, how can I make that sustainable with what's around me, but I don't have to be on camera all the time?
Yeah.
Because I also learned that I don't want to be posting videos about me behind the scenes of Notcha Matcha all the time. Like, sometimes I just want to post, and what Notcha Matcha is, and I post a video of my grandma, or I post a video of my mom, or I post a reaction video to a customer, but that also brings me joy to even see that they're reacting in the way that they're reacting.
It's brand association. Like, you're doing great.
I don't want to show up all the time, so that's my way of just showing up for my business still, but also getting my direct community that's, involved without me having to show my face.
I think you're one of the people who are just absolutely crushing it by doing it right, because you understand that you are more than just yourself. You're a brand, and you can associate yourself with a brand, but the real meat of the brand is the community that you created.
Yeah.
And I don't think people are community focused. I think people are more product focused when they're creating whatever brand they're creating, and that's
for sure.
why.
And aesthetics too.
Exactly.
And it's like, I'm an aesthetic girl, but when I show up for Notcha Matcha, I might just have on my Notcha Matcha shirt. Yep. I got on the attire, but I know how to pop out when I pop out. But at the same time, I'm not letting aesthetics stop me from just showing up as myself, because I don't have to show up polished all the time.
And people, we're in a new age.
But that stopped me in the past. So where I'm like, no, this needs to look like this. Now, there are moments where I feel like, I have to feel something in order to post it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I still have to work through that moment, because again, I'm not gonna always feel like posting. But it's just like, what's gonna still hit. But at the same time, I might not feel like it does, but for somebody else, it might. You know what I'm saying? Because there's videos that I post, and I'm like, wait, that did that? Like, for instance, I had a video that I posted of my cousin. She was just walking up to the matcha stand with her baby. It was raining. She was just coming to get her matcha. That video is done like 200K, and people's like... You
see what I'm saying?
It's just like...
It's authenticity, because what people fail to realize is that the new currency is relatability.
Right.
And if I could see what you're like, I'm taking I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh man, hot, what is it? Hot honey lemon pepper?
Hot lemon pepper matcha.
Hot lemon pepper matcha. And I'm like, I could see exactly why that took off the way it did. And to the point where I'm like, even if because I'm an idiot when it comes to marketing. Like if you have some good marketing in front of me, you got me. You won. You got it. If you would have put that in my face, I would have drank the whole thing. And even if I would have hated it, I would have been like, well, I got to try it.
But see, that's the thing. No one would have drank that matcha. Like, somebody would have came and bought it from my stand just because they support the business, right?
Exactly.
But if I named it a spicy lemonade, no one would have taken interest like a hot lemon pepper. It wouldn't have hit the same.
You are so correct.
Like, they would just be like, okay, it's a spicy lemonade. Okay, cool. But the fact that I named it that is what got people to come. But I already have drinks like the lemon pound cake, like the sweet potato, like
the banana pudding.
This is all for the culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm thinking about the culture, what the culture gonna want? The culture is gonna want some of this hot lemon pepper. So when the idea came to me, I was like, I have to find a way to make this a matcha. Like, the idea came in, and I told some friends, and they were just like, see, that's why they say don't tell nobody your ideas, right? 'Cause my friends was just like, I had one friend that was just like, yeah, run it. But then I had some friends that was like, I don't know about that. Like,
Yeah,
but again, that's that self-trust and just going along with the idea, because when God gives you the idea,
Yeah.
it's like you just do it and see where it goes from there.
one of the things, yeah.
I had the hot lemon pepper going for the summer. I believe I did. It was in June or July. I can't remember. My timeline's kind of running together now when I made it up. But it didn't take off because I didn't have it at every pop-up. So it was just
Wow.
like I had it at a few pop-ups, but because I do like flavors of the week. So that was just my flavor of the week. But then I think that was November. Yep, November when I did the Matcha Fest, and then I recorded this guy trying it. And that video just took off.
Numbers.
It did numbers. But again, what if I would have stopped in say September and say, I'm not making the hot lemon pepper matcha no more because it's not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But I was still bringing it back slowly and just had people trying it, and then it happened, you know? So
that just blows my mind how, like, you kind of did do the thing where you followed your own rule, even though people were kind of like hesitant on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this isn't your thing.
It's like, exactly.
Oh, the last guest that we had also had the same sentiment, because I think we all run into the same like situation where we have our biggest mistake is that we kind of give we give power to people who don't believe in our vision.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, then they kind of don't see the vision. So it's hard for them to kind of put themselves in your shoes. And that's when it kind of takes away from their idea.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to do.
That's why I kind of don't run ideas by people anymore.
You shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's yours.
I just do
And
it.
you've been doing it but like, I know that you might have some people who might go ahead and help you with it or whatever it might be. But I know that the creative output for you has to be your own. Because you have, like, the way that your brain is working on it, like, you're very in tune with what you're doing. And I could sense that, like, mentality. So
thank you.
I think that that's a very good thing that you're doing. But with that in tune mentality, I want to see if you can improv a commercial. So,
oh, Lord.
This segment is called Our Live Commercial, where we're going to give you, maybe if you want to take a second, you're going to sell Notcha Matcha for 30 seconds or less.
Oh, Lord. This is like a pitch competition. I don't like this.
There's nobody else is going to win. It's your thing.
You know, it already was hard enough for me to get on this podcast, and now you got me wanting to pitch a commercial for 30 seconds.
Listen. Nobody, like, it's not like you could have wrong answers.
When did 30 seconds start? Is it 30 seconds starting?
It already started.
Oh, 30 seconds already started. Okay.
Here, you can use props. You could use me. You could use her. You can go ahead and, like, say whatever you want. This is like a literal commercial for, like, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
2, 1, action.
Hey, listen up, y'all, because this is it. This matcha that I'm drinking is delicious.
Notcha
that was good
Matcha.
right there.
That was great. I like that.
You could have just started right there.
So now that we're all, like, sweaty, we got our juices.
But that was a good
flowing.
commercial.
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I thought it was
music,
amazing.
So I was like, okay, what am I going to, because I feel like if I was acting, it just wouldn't have been.
You know what's
it wouldn't hit the same.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel
But that's
like
why the music choices on my posts, I be thinking about it strategically, because I just love music. So
you do, and I like when I do look at your posts, I'm always like, man, like I feel like there wasn't, because I did like I said before when we first met, I did a lot of research. It seems like everything that you do is really intentional, and it's down to the music. Because I'm kind of, sometimes you do things that go along with a trend, but you do things that go along with a trend, but it still has purpose. So it's not like just, I'm just putting this out there because this is a popular song. It's like popular song, but undertones here makes sense. So it is like, I see you have a musical ear, so that's really cool to see.
thank you.
And it's really cool to see, like, no problem, of course. It's really cool to see that you associated that with your brand, and like we kind of talked about before, Notcha Matcha is not just like, it's not just, oh yeah, here's some delicious matcha. It's like, hey, here's a family, here's a community. Hey, it's like I have FOMO when I see that I'm
I
not there.
like to call it a cookout almost.
It
Well,
is.
it is because it's just like anybody could come, anybody could show up. Like if you come with your friend, like who did my family member just bring with them?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like it really gives those vibes, and I just love it. Like people will say, "Oh, I'm coming back with my friend. Or I'm coming back with my mom." Like it's just beautiful to see, honestly.
Yeah. So you're rounding up at the end.
Mm-hmm.
What's an important thing that you want people to take away from Notcha Matcha? And I also want you to plug yourself at the end.
What I want them to take away from Notcha Matcha is just to be yourself. Like, be yourself, trust yourself. Because this brand is still growing, right? So I can only imagine if I'm doing what I'm doing now, like, what is it going to look like 2 years from now, 6 months from now?
Yeah.
You know, it's like I just basically want to just continue to see it grow, but I would tell whomever, like, just to start something, enjoy it, and just have fun with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't take it too serious, because it's just like, you can take it serious if you want to. But I know me, and, you know, we were talking about the zodiac signs. We were talking about, and although I'm a Libra, right, I have a Capricorn rising. So I come off as this, like, serious person, but deep down, like, the serious person also wants to have fun.
Yeah.
So I had to learn that over time, not to get caught up in, like, trying to work and overperform and overdo, because, you know, you need to take time for yourself. You need to rest. You need to do things. So just like a kid would start drawing and doing something, and then they go outside and play, well, they might get on their iPad nowadays. They might not go outside and play. But, you know, the same way a kid would do that and just, like, drop everything, go outside, like, touch the grass.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't try to do everything all the time and lock in all the time. Like, you need to have that balance.
That's amazing.
Yep.
So balance. All right, so where can people find you?
You can find me at Notcha Matcha Official on Instagram. I think I'm Notcha Matcha Official on Instagram, yeah, for sure. But I think my TikTok maybe Notcha Matcha. No, I think it's Notcha Matcha Official as well. And then Facebook is just Notcha Matcha.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what do you have going on next? Where's the next place that we can find you?
So the next place you can find me in Hey, I'm on it. I'm on it. Hey,
well, are you in Atlanta for real?
Yeah.
Next time? Okay,
yeah,
cool.
the
That's
next
nice.
pop-up is in Atlanta. Let's see, that's how the music
Yeah,
is,
I know.
right?
I was right there with you. I was right there with you.
The music is here. But yeah, I'll be in Atlanta June 6th. I'll be at Trading Tempo. We're having so the pop-up that I was supposed to have in January, when I had to cancel coming back from, just started New Year off.
Yeah.
But I had to cancel it because me and my whole family had got sick. So
Oh my God. Okay.
we were doing kind of like a just come hang out. We're having games like Uno, cards, Jenga, whatever. Plus all the matcha lovers invited. So pretty much that same pop-up that I was going to do back in January, I'm having it on June 6th. So we'll also have where you could, like, spike your matcha. Only the hot lemon pepper, and I'm probably going to do the watermelon limeade matcha. So fresh watermelon juice, fresh lime juice, fresh lemonade. Top it off with some matcha. You might could put some tequila in it. Me personally, I like mezcal, so I may go mezcal. But
we're tequila drinkers. We're not
like,
tequila drinkers.
So that's gonna be fun. You know, and you can bring your own game too. If you don't want Jenga, you don't want Uno, or you can bring your own game.
You don't want to cause a fight.
Bring a
by
Twister,
playing.
like the Michael Jackson movie. Bring Twister. We can have fun. But hopefully it doesn't rain, so I don't have to cancel it again.
Don't worry. Positive vibes.
Positive vibes only.
Don't
Positive
worry.
vibes only, because
It'll be fine. And I mean, that was amazing. I really appreciate you coming on. You have an extremely positive message.
Thank you.
I feel like a lot of people who are willing to try something are going to learn a lot from this interview. So you rolled up her sleeves. All right, shake it. So thank you so much for being. No, but seriously, thank you so much for being. She can't.
can't quit. Oh my gosh. Okay.
But seriously, you've been amazing. Thank you
Yes,
so
thank
much. We're doing this again because we ran out of storage, by the way. But what I do want to say is that this is an amazing product. Notcha Matcha, you guys get your own because this one is Nacho Matcha. I still kept that line because it was great the first time I said it. So
Yes. And as y'all can see, it's gone.
it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining the Jaymarkets Podcast. I appreciate you guys. Follow, like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. And yeah, if you want your business to be showcased on the Jaymarkets Podcast, reach out, DM, and yeah, we can get stuff rolling. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. You put them boys on right. So delicious.
They put a taste in what I got. It's so delicious. They put a taste in what I got. It's so delicious.
Taste it, taste it.